And Shanks is going to keep it pinned right to his outside. Rolls off the turn 2 corner strong. Able to keep that nose out front on the back straightaway. Chad Jennings going to drive back low in 3 and 4. Pass didn't work for him last time, but we got a caution out now. And all stacked up here into the inside of Lane Campbell. Mark Bertram's going to turn the 14 around and set him up towards the outside wall. A very light contact. 34 car with Lane Campbell rolling the outside. Oh, and Mark Bertram gets a little bit loose that time and is looping around. Saw him point that nose towards the outside wall and is able to drive it in between those concrete barriers. Really clean race start that time, and Barry Levitt rolls the outside to the lead on lap number 1. We're going to go 3 wide. Jen Hall caught in the middle of Jones and Dorman. There they go, making that move, and now they'll go door to door off into the corner. Vin Jones caught Richard Dorman that time and spun him around. And green flag back in the air. Richard Dorman's going to go for a big run from that 3rd row and get around the 21 of Nick Martinez, as well as the 09 of Larry Leach here on the start. Almost the exact same situation. A little bit of a bumper tap that time, maybe to the 57 of Jen Hall, but Richard Dorman will slip down low side by side. Devin Jones clears for 2nd and gets his nose up front on to 1st. Car lengths, still about 4 or 5 car lengths, but it had gotten just a little bit wider. A little bit of sparks flying that time in turn 3 and 4, and we got a caution. Larry Leach and Nick Martinez looked like they might have made contact battling for position there. And green flag back in the air for our pro stocks. Larry Leach working that low line, trying to find his nose back out front of Nick Martinez after that little incident entering turn 3. But Richard Dorman able to roll the outside here on Devin Jones and is out to the lead. Jones is going to try working this low line. Jones is going to want to make quick work on this low line, sliding that car a little bit. That'll put a little extra stress on those tires as they go door to door, banging off into turn 1. That turned Richard Dorman sideways just a little bit, and he'll have to drive back on the low side, trying to get back to that rear bumper of the 27. But contact between some teammates today. Needs to keep that rear end down and pointed in the right direction. Able to do so and gets a nose out front of that 57, last year's Pro Stock Rookie of the Year. Oh, and a problem here for Nick Martinez. That rear end smoking as he goes off into 1 and 2. And he'll bring this car to a stop at the top of turn 2. That'll drop us under caution with 1 lap to go. We had not taken the white flag yet, and actually we will take the yellow checkered flag simultaneously. So under caution there, Devin Jones able to come home with the win after a dominating performance for his 2nd straight race win of his rookie season. But these cars are all stacked up 2 by 2 by 1 for our 5 Hornets for tonight's W.W. Williams Hornet main, getting ready for 15 laps, and they take the green flag out of 4. And Paul Brown does a really nice job on the outside of row 1 to roll off to the lead, but his teammate Chad Jennings to his inside is going to push a nose out front on the back straightaway. Uses that low line to give his car the space to come up in the corner to keep building momentum. But tight side-by-side battle for the lead. J.R. Shanks looking to the outside of the leader. Chad Jennings, maybe a little bit of contact there. Saw Chad Jennings get a little bit loose. So it looked like there might have been enough space between them, though, in that number 5. And looking to keep this car up front against a strong charge down low. But the 2 of Chad Jennings has the push, and they go nose-to-nose across the front straightaway. Better run off the top side of turn 4, though, as Jennings almost gets that car turned around down low near that apron. Has the momentum before pulling out of line. We'll see if he's able to complete the pass. Loose that time down low. Drop back a little bit, entering the corner. Might be bracking up his corner a little bit, and Lexi Campbell sending it on the top side against the wall. And you see the scrape marks on that 51. It rode the wall like her name was Ross Chastain. We stay under green. The white flag was shown on that last lap. This is the last lap of the race. One more chance for Chad Jennings as those 3 cars make their way around the lap traffic. And checkered flag in the air. J.R. Shanks able to hold on through multiple charges from Chad Jennings. Green flag in the air. Good start on the outside from Adriana Murch, the rookie. Has Jen Hall following right behind her. Going to be patient here as Hall lets off the throttle, gives Adriana the space to make it through that corner, though she's coming with pace. Though Murch able to grab that top side and rolling 3 wide, trying to stay in the lead from this race start here, and a great first lap from Adriana Murch, able to hold on to that car and keep that nose out front on lap number 1. And a really good corner by Brian Love that time as he tries to battle back. They'll stay nose to nose on the back straightaway for the lead. Adriana Murch following in third. Door to door through 3 and 4. And Jen Hall able to get that nose out front coming out of the corner. Jen Hall moves into the lead about a little under halfway through this race. 8 laps out of 20. Still have about 12 laps to go here, but we are caught battling side by side for the lead. Hall established advantage on that last lap. Can Brian Love get it back here in 3 and 4? And able to get that nose pointed right in the right direction, and Brian Love will be back out front for this hobby stock main. They stay wheel to wheel. Brian Love not willing to let go of this fight for the lead. He's holding strong on that top side. Love will have one more chance to dial it up in 3 and 4, trying to drive this low side. He drifts up the track and will fall behind. Jen Hall turning that car sideways. And Adriana Murch is going to maybe lightly make contact with the wall there. And green flag in the air for our 15-lap main event. Lane Campbell rolls the outside strong and will have a nose out front of Garrett Gillum. But a really strong run down low from Garrett Gillum is going to get him out front on the back straightaway as last year's track champion goes to the lead. Coming out of turn 4 now. Peeks up the track a little bit, looking to the outside of that D2 car once again. Needs to keep momentum built up in the middle of that corner, though. You see him lose a little bit as he lets off the throttle as he gets to the center of the corner. That allowed the D2 to slip right back in there, but we'll see them battle it off into 3 and 4 once again here. That D2 of Hollingsworth charging down low. But will it be enough pace and enough time, and will he be able to pull out of the line to make that pass as Garrett Gillum goes down low, making the pass on the lap car, the D2 of Hollingsworth, sorry. Mark Bertram's going to slot himself right into the middle of that pack. Roger Raymond's going to have a little bit of a tough time making a pass with pace to be able to catch this leader, Gillum, as the white flag in the or checkered flag in hand. The checkered flag waves that time for Garrett Gillum. Ron Cyril Jr. and Curtis Lansing have us ready for the final race start of the night. Green flag in the air. Big push on the outside from David Levitt helps Ron Cyril Jr. down to that turn 1 and 2 corner, and he'll roll the outside to the lead here on lap number 1. 3 wide back for 4, though. Calvin Catlin caught in the middle of Jeffrey Gillespie and Andy Soule. Though he's going to be looking for his way through as that 21's rear end started to dance around down to that corner. See some of these trucks working really loose. We saw it out of our pro stocks earlier as well as we go back 3 wide for third. Gillespie will be the first truck to fall off, but Lansing and Catlin still stuck side by side. David Levitt's been able to clear single file, and we go back 3 wide as Gillespie, big run. But Levitt, big drive through that 3 and 4 corner into it. It's going to help him hang right in there, but Gillespie going side by side for the lead now on lap number 8. Has the low side on Ron Cyril Jr. after moving up into second, and Gillespie clears for the lead. Bit of a bumper that time for Ron Cyril Jr. coming from David Levitt in that 4th place car. Calvin Catlin battling to the inside, trying to get back up front from the pole. Where the Ron Cyril Jr. comes up out of the corner, still space between those trucks, no contact made. But David Levitt digging down low for that 3rd place spot. Catlin going to have his nose up front of Gillespie on the back straightaway. Going to try and hold this low line through 3 and 4. And he's able to hold on and single file out for the lead. Jeffrey Gillespie will be looking to battle back to the inside. Oh, and caution is out this time. And green flag back in the air. Chaotic restart this time. We got trucks 3 and 4 wide. As Ron Cyril Jr. trying to push his way down low, back up to 3rd, and we will get a caution on this race start. Oh, and we're back racing. Sound like a little bit of body rubbing on that race start as cars were nose to tail, but we're back off. Jeffrey Gillespie did a good job on the inside, getting a nose out front, though. That outside charge from Calvin Catlin coming strong as Catlin looks to keep control of the lead. And coming out of turn 4 this time, white flag waves one more time around for Calvin Catlin. Gillespie holding second against Andy Soul. We got a tight side-by-side battle for 9th still between Joey Cyril and Jen Hall on this last lap, but making his way out of turn 4 now for his second straight race victory. Calvin Catlin, the birthday boy, gets it done on May 3rd here at Cinco de Mayo almost. It's going to be some exciting shows coming up. We want to thank you fans for coming out to the action track built for speed. We'll see you next time, and everybody get home safe. Enjoy your